Alright guys, welcome back. Another video for today. And this is sauna session number 4, if I remember correctly, sauna session number 4. And today's topic is going to be about just being yourself. As you are, you. Nobody else. None of that, no mask, no cape, no costume, nothing. Just you as you are. I'm going to do things a little bit differently though. I actually wrote this out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read what I wrote. And then after I read it, I'll go over it in detail and speak a little bit more. So, here we go. Just be yourself, in all ways, at all times. Being yourself is hard at first because of our insecurities and the fact that we'll be judged by many. But once you get over that little hump, everything becomes easier. Once you understand that nobody's opinion or assumption really matters, life becomes a whole new playing field. One of my biggest fears of being myself was how I'd be looked at by my peers. Most of the people I grew up with and hung around were tough guys, or guys who were too street or hood to do certain things that now as an adult, I understand were actually normal. As a kid, I used to love playing with little animal dinosaur figurines outside. I used to take the little guys and put them in the grass or by a puddle and try to create my own world for them. Two of my favorite childhood movies were The Lion King and Jurassic Park. So I try to recreate those films with my toys. If you were one of my friends back in those times though, you would have never known. I used to think my friends would laugh at me or tease me for my pubescent interest in activities like that. So when I was around them, I had to be fake in some ways. I had to project myself as something I didn't really want to be, just so I could continue to fit in and not be judged or outcasted. I was living a lie because I was too scared to live the truth. Unfortunately, doing that throughout my childhood eventually led to me living like that through the beginning stages of my adult life. Moral of the story, living in truth is hard. Being yourself in front of others is going to take some work. It will take time to get to a level where you're comfortable and no longer let the insecurities of others impact your decisions. It won't be easy at first, but I can guarantee you that it's worth it. Life is so much easier when you don't have to edit yourself just to be accepted by others who have most likely edited their whole story as well. You won't have to keep adding lies to cover up your other lies. Just be you, as you are, at all times and in all ways. Those who really care will understand, eventually, if not right then and there. The ones that don't matter. That's it. So, yeah, man, just being yourself. Like my whole life has been living for other people. You know, when I graduated high school, I didn't want to go to college. I honestly didn't. All I want to do was just work. I just want to work and make money because it just didn't make, I understood that going to college might increase your chances of getting a better job. That way you can, provide for your family or yourself a lot easier than, the low paying job. But it just wasn't my thing. Going to school just wasn't my thing. I didn't care to learn about stuff I don't feel like I need to even know about. That's not what I want to do. When I went to college for business administration, typical, generic business, whatever. And I'm over here taking classes on I'm over here taking classes on interplanetary solar system or something like that, some space class, which was cool, but I'm like, bro, I don't even care about this, man. Like, not to the level that I have to care about it in order to get to what I want to actually study. So I'm like, it wasn't my thing. But I continued. I went to college and I got like 30 credits, all random because I kept changing my major and whatever. But the only reason I went to school is for my mom. Honestly, 100%. She always said, you got to go to school to get a good job and to live a good life. That's all she knew, so that's what she pushed on to me and my sister. So I went to school, but it didn't work out. Why didn't it work out? Because I didn't give a flying F about it. I didn't care. It's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to work. So it didn't work out. And then I ended up joining the army, long story short. But it's just one of the first examples of me living my life for other people. Ever since I was a kid, it's been like that. Like anytime I was around certain people, I did what I thought or knew that they would like so that they wouldn't push me away or they wouldn't, leave me alone or whatever. So I hung out with certain types of people. And it's not all their fault because most of the stuff I did, I wanted to do. I knew what I was doing. I was very conscious of what I was doing for the most part. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's everybody else's fault. I knew what was up, but I just thought that, that's how it's supposed to be, I guess. Like, it's cool to do these things, and if I continue to do these things, these certain people like me. So, I lived my whole life for other people. Even for my dad, I'm pretty sure my parents split when we were young, when I was young, like 6 or 7, I want to say. I don't even know. But I do have, the couple memories I have of my father. He made me play almost every sport, from tennis to soccer to football to almost everything, man. But I never wanted to do any of that stuff. And I remember one time, there was a time he was trying to get me to play outside with some kind of sport or something. But I didn't want to do that when I went over his house, right? I just wanted to play with my little toy figurines that I got while I was with my mom, obviously. And I just wanted to play with those. I didn't want to do anything outside. I didn't want to play sports. Not saying that what he was doing was wrong, but I just didn't want to do it. I just wanted to play with toys. And he told me, not to put him on blast or make him feel any type of way, but he was like, man, stop playing with that stupid stuff. Play sports or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie and say it didn't bother me, because clearly, if I remember to this day, it did bother me in some kind of way. But that's what I'm saying. Like, even for situations like that, like, I was never myself. And although I wasn't very conscious at my younger ages like that, my subconscious picked it up, and it taught me to, okay, I want to do this, but when I do this, these negative things happen. So I have two choices. I have to either not do this at all, or just don't do it around the people that don't like it. And that's what I did. I never stopped myself from doing the things that I want to do. I just learned how to lie about it and cover it up. That's all I did. So, which is what I did. But I did that my whole life, and that sucks, man. You know how much work it is? We all know how much work it is to lie, right? Because when you lie about one thing, then you have to tell another lie to back up that lie, and it's like the snowball effect. It'll just keep happening, you know what I'm saying, until people forget about it, or it ends up blowing up in your face. So we all know how freaking hard it is to lie. So to do that about your life, your whole life, that sucks, man. There's so much stress and all that, and it didn't take me till I was very rock bottom. It didn't take me till I had to reach rock bottom for me to understand everything. I had everything in every way. Unfortunately, it took for me to hit rock bottom. I lost everything and everything. But it's another video. But what I'm saying is, like, bro, we have to live for ourselves. Yes, my mom was looking out for me when she kept telling me to go to school and pushing me to go to school, but it's not right. She's forcing me to live a life that she would want for herself, right? Or because she wasn't able to live out her dream, she wants her children to live out her dream for her. Sounds cool, your heart's in the right place, but at the end of the day, that's not right. It's wrong, it's messed up, and it's not fair. Why should I do something you want to do? Why don't you do it? I don't have to do that. So it's not right for you to push me to do that. You know what I'm saying? So all it does is bring more headache. And what happened? I continued to go to school because I always felt like if I don't go to school, I won't be good enough for my mom, and I won't be able to please her. She'll never be happy. And, you know, if I just choose to drop out, she'll probably push me away, whatever. Long story short, I did drop out, and I just joined the army after a certain period of time. But we have to live for ourselves, man. It's our life. Yes, take opinions, take suggestions, take it all into consideration. Think about it, but you have to leave it as what it is. An opinion from someone else is just an opinion. Consideration from someone else is just a consideration. Those are not facts. Those are not the final product. We use all that information to formulate our own final product. Does that make sense? Use other people's opinions to formulate your own. Don't just use other opinions as your own. That's not how it works. That's not how it should work. And for most parts, it doesn't. So live your life for you, man. You have to live your life for you. It's your life. They're going to throw out these suggestions and all this stuff to what you should do or go to school. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they're not going to be the ones going through the process. You are. Are they going to sit there and deal with the BS that comes with it? Are they going to sit there and grind how you're supposed to grind to get to the level that they want you to get to? No. They're just going to be sitting back and judging you. They're not going to actually put in the hours at the job. They're not going to actually put in the study hours for school. They're not going to actually do this and do that for you. So why does it matter? Live your life for you. You have to. And there's nothing wrong with saying no. There's nothing wrong with saying no. The worst that can happen is someone's feelings will get hurt. But guess what's cool about feelings being hurt? They always get fixed. Feelings come and go. Live your life for you, man. That's really what we all need to do. Once we all start being our true selves and stop being scared of being judged and outcasted, who cares? If somebody judges me and outcasts me for a certain situation, or for me being truthful and honest, bro, what kind of friend are you at this point? You're not a friend. You're not a friend. Be yourself. And if someone doesn't like it, they will vocalize it to you. They should vocalize it to you. And that way you guys can work on whatever needs to be worked on, and y'all can come to agreement and meet in the middle. That's what real people do that care about you. Because if I don't like something about you, or I think you should be doing better, I'm not just gonna tell you. My bad, my flash went out on my camera because it's getting hot in here in the sauna. But yeah, just to wrap up the video, bro, you gotta live your life for you. People gonna give you all these suggestions and all these things that you should do, but they're not gonna be the ones actually going through the grinding. They're not gonna be the ones putting the hours in. They're not gonna be the ones putting the work in. You are. So at the end of the day, take other people's opinions into consideration, but leave it at that. Formulate your own opinion. It's your life. You need to live your life for you. That's it. Because at the end of the day, when you're going through that BS, you're going through the BS, not them. Live your life for you. Be respectful at all times and in every way as possible. If you have to use force, follow the escalation of force procedure, you know. Please, man. And there's a saying, if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. I forgot who said that. I think it was Gandhi. If you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. That's how you deal with the people who don't accept no. You know, lie if you have to and be like, yeah, you know what, yeah, maybe I'll think about it. But then just really don't do it. I mean, if you're trying to not hurt anybody's feelings. But I suggest you, there's nothing wrong with putting up healthy boundaries. Saying no is okay, especially if it benefits you in a positive way. Don't be afraid to say no. Live your life for you, man. You only get one life. I don't care what people say you should do and all that. They're not going to be the ones doing it. And if they are going to help you do it, then help me do it. Help me find a plan. We can meet in the middle. If you're not going to help me do it, don't get mad at me when I don't do it. It's my life. At the end of the day, what if the shoe's under the foot? That's all you got to say to everybody. What if you're in my position? Exactly. Live your life for you. Positive thoughts at all times. Stop playing yourself.